Whatever, it's been a really positive few weeks for United. Lots of good signs, lots of hard work. Can they finish with a flourish today?
I'm sure they can. Interesting to see what kind of tactics are employed. It looks like the 4-2-3-1 straight away, like we mentioned, with Pereira on the right hand side, Martial down the middle, and obviously Rashford off the left. But like we've mentioned, lots of flexibility, lots of movement, forward rotations, and obviously McTominay and Matic sat with the security in front of the back four.
You saw there Çalhanoğlu on the left-hand side. He's really such a creative player, the Turkish international. All of the set pieces, free kicks, he'll be taking. It's maybe a slightly false impression of AC Milan, because their two key summer signings aren't here. Theo Hernandez and Rafael Leao has only just joined. And of course, the big departure, Patrick Cutrone, who's gone to Wolves, which was maybe a bit of a surprise. He's like an excellent signing, the forward for Wolves. But I think the problem for AC Milan is balancing financial fair play, which they've had a problem with, and is why they're not going to be playing in Europe this year. So they can't go mad in terms of transfer dealings.
No, and it's obviously hard to attract the top players, because the players today want European football. They want to go and play in the Champions League or the Europa League. And it's going to be an interesting season for AC Milan. Watched them quite a lot last season. Just didn't score enough goals when required. But a new manager come in, did really well at Sampdoria playing the diamond, and that looks like what they're doing today. Interesting shape.
Suso, he's so creative. He's trying to find Piotek there. Is there a little foul by Matic? No, there isn't. He went down there, Barini. And now United move with Wan-Bissaka at the right-hand side. He's quick, but not that quick.
Just the old greasy surface, watered it before they started, and just skidded off there, so just couldn't quite get there.
So AC Milan with Davide Calabria, Italian international, at right back. Masaccio, Argentinian, through to Castillejo. Rashford moved for United, and he was immediately trying to find Martial, just too much on that, but Martial was trying to stay on side. He was looking all the way along the line there, but too much on the through ball anyway.
Yeah, just Ahmedi's run a little bit too early. That's the reason why pre-season is for, just to get the understanding, the relationships, and Rashford and Martial is certainly an interesting one.
Luke Shaw with a throw for United, who played 5-1-5, scored 10 and conceded just the 1, which is pretty good in pre-season. All started off on the 13th of July against Perth Glory, and it's been successful so far. Here's Pereira, who's an adaptable player. He was playing in defensive midfield in pre-season last year. This time he's been playing in a more forward role, as Wan-Bissaka's kept that in somehow. And now maybe a little counter here for AC Milan. Under the roof at the Principality Stadium. 20 years old now, opened in 99, obviously, as the Millennium Stadium. Calabria. Ball it goes to Barini, former Liverpool and Sunderland. Calabria. cut out by Matic. He played it across goal there to Pereira, who that free kick, courtesy of the foul by Ricardo Rodriguez, the Swiss left back. Last season, AC Milan finishing 5th, and agonisingly for them, a point behind their city rivals Inter, who clinched the final Champions League spot. Shaw. At that point, Rashford's through the middle. Martial now on the left-hand side. That's the thing about it. It's so interchangeable, isn't it, those two?
Yeah, and that's definitely something they've worked on pre-season. They don't want to be static. They don't want to be rigid. They want to give the opposition plenty of problems with different combinations, different movements. And fluidity is something that the gaffer spoke about a lot.
Wan-Bissaka. Scott McTominay, I think, has shone in pre-season. Mobile in the centre of midfield. He's got forward well as well. And here's Anthony Martial. Martial cuts in field. Martial with a little clip ball across. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. He's done well enough last season, Victor Lindelof, to be, I think, one of Manchester United's 2 centre-backs at the start of the campaign. I think he really did establish himself after a difficult first season. Last year, I think he did as well as anybody.
Yeah, I think something that I noticed just in and around the training was his communication, a bit of a leader, you know, pushing the back 4 up, being a communicator.
That Wan-Bissaka's ball was just missed. Mata, Romagnoli. They're not exactly panicking at back, AC Milan.
Oh, very, very comfortable in possession.
Well, a bit earlier on down there in the tunnel, Paolo Maldini swept in. He's now the technical director of AC Milan. Pereira likes the look of this. Pereira actually will be disappointed there because he had a bit of space and he can hit a great ball.
Yeah, just dragged it and obviously tried to concentrate on power. Struck it and just got it all wrong. Just struck across the ball and just pulled it wide. Expected a little bit better there. Had a good opportunity to get that more out of his feet and get a clean strike. We just see not a great first touch, but has enough time to do better.